Hello, I'm Kimilia and you're watching KiniNews. The floods have worsened in Terengganu, with many politicians making an appearance in the state to provide aid and monitor the situation personally. However, one person was noticeably absent, the Menteri Besar of Terengganu himself. Where has he been? New Zealand.
Terengganu Menteri Besar Ahmad Samsuri Mokhtar has been accused of vacationing in New Zealand with his family as floods worsen in the state. The claim was made by former UMNO Supreme Council member Lokman Nur Adam in a live session on Facebook last night. According to Lokman, Samsuri and his wife departed for Auckland on December 11th and are set to return home tomorrow on December 22nd.
Dia tak balik, tuan-tuan. Amat menyedihkan. Saya cek tadi sama ada pertukaran jadual penerbangan, sepatutnya 22 hari bulan nanti baru dia balik. Jadual penerbangan, tuan-tuan, tidak ada perubahan. Maknanya bini dia tu, honeymoon dengan bini dia tu lebih penting daripada Obama. Obama pun kena tinggal dengan Datuk Seri Najib, saudara.
Terengganu Disaster Committee Deputy Chairperson Hanafiah Mat today confirmed that Samsuri is currently in Auckland, New Zealand. However, when contacted by Malaysia Kini, Hanafiah said that Samsuri will return today but did not specify the time. Lokman further criticised Samsuri for initiating a donation drive for flood victims via his office as the Ru Rendang assembly person while not being physically present. A check on Samsuri's official Facebook page shows that the feed is filled with flood-related updates in the state, but none of it shows him visiting any of the disaster-stricken areas. Speculations also strengthened following Samsuri's absence during past President Abdul Hadi Awang's visit to several flood relief centres in Terengganu yesterday. He was also not seen when Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Hamidi visited flood victims in the state on the same day. As of this morning, more than 40,000 flood victims have been placed in 297 flood relief centres across Terengganu.
To give you an idea just how bad the floods are, thousands more have been evacuated to relief centres today.
The total number of flood evacuees in 5 states increased to over 70,000 people last night compared to 66,000 yesterday, with Terengganu and Kelantan the hardest hit. In Kelantan, the State Disaster Management Committee said there were 31,000 victims recorded yesterday night, with 139 relief centres operating in several districts. In Terengganu, the number of flood victims increased slightly to nearly 40,000 people from 10,000 families. A total of 304 relief centres are operating in all 8 districts in Terengganu. In Pahang, the number decreased slightly to 484 people from 113 families who remain in relief centres. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Anwar is scheduled to visit Kelantan today to monitor the flood situation there.
National Recovery Council is no more. The cabinet has decided to shut it down because its duties overlap with other government bodies.
The National Recovery Council, headed by former Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin, has been shut down. This was announced today by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Speaking to the press after today's cabinet meeting, Anwar said the government was looking to cut down on government bodies with overlapping duties.
Kalau bidang itu boleh dikendalikan oleh SPRM ataupun PDRM, itu kita nak kurangkan kerana tiap agensi pertindih itu akan menanggung kos yang tinggi. Pemulihan negara dibatalkan. Itu pun satu yang pertindihan juga. Sejawatan yang diletakkan untuk memenuhi keperluan ketika itu.
Muhyiddin was appointed as NRC chairperson in September 2021, with his post carrying a minister-level status. The appointment was widely believed to be an effort to placate Muhyiddin and Bersatu after he was overthrown as Prime Minister and replaced by Ismail Sabri Yaakob.
The death toll of the deadly landslide at a camping site in Batangkali has gone up to 26 at the time of this report.
Another body was found this morning at the Father's Organic Farm in Batangkali, Selangor by the search and rescue team following a deadly landslide on December 16th. The retrieval of the latest body raises the death toll to 26. In a statement, the Selangor Fire and Rescue Department said the man was found around 11:16 a.m. today. At 11:15 p.m. yesterday, before the fifth day of the search operations was called off, at midnight, the body of a girl aged between 5 and 7 was found. Several victims are still unaccounted for. When the landslide struck the campsite at 2:42 a.m. last Friday, there were 94 people, including children, at the farmer's organic farm. 61 escaped and 7 are still missing.
So far, there is no specific license in Selangor for campsites. However, the state government is planning to change that.
The Selangor government intends to introduce official guidelines for camping activities in the state. This is following the Batangkali landslide in Hulu, Selangor last week, which has claimed 26 lives thus far. Selangor Exco Eng Si Han said the state government will expedite a census on all existing campsites and related activities in the state before coming up with the regulations. He said the state government has nothing against camping as it is a healthy activity. However, the Batangkali landslide involving a campsite in the area made them realize the need for specific regulations. The census will also identify the locations to review whether those are ecologically sensitive areas or are risky for recreational activities, he added. After the census is done, he said they will then hold a workshop with all relevant stakeholders in order to draft the guidelines. Earlier today, the Hulu Selangor Municipal Council confirmed there is no specific license in the state for campsites at present.
The Home Ministry's decision to hold a flood relief launching ceremony has not sat well with netizens.
Netizens have slammed the Home Ministry for holding an official function to launch its flood relief mission to the East Coast. Netizens question the need for such a ceremony instead of helping victims on ground zero already. National news agency Bernama tweeted photos of Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail officially launching the mission in Putrajaya this morning. According to Saifuddin, the relief mission will bring 1,000 food baskets to 2 places in Kelantan, namely Machang and Tanah Merah, which have been badly affected by the floods. Twitter user Azil Eskandar Azmi said if the government was sincere in sending aid, it should be done without a proper launch. Elaborating, Azil said he was appalled by the gimmick used to launch the flood aid mission. Another netizen, who goes by the name Hazirain, concurred, saying that such practices should be left behind.
Anwar has sued Muhyiddin Yassin. In a short statement responding to it, the former Prime Minister said he will leave the matter to his lawyers.
Perikatan Nasional Chief Muhyiddin Yassin will leave it to his lawyers to handle the defamation suit filed against him by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Muhyiddin acknowledged that he had received the writ of the suit from Anwar's solicitors. He added that since Anwar has chosen to take this matter to court, therefore he will leave it to his lawyer to handle the case in accordance with the law. Yesterday, Anwar filed a defamation suit against Muhyiddin over an allegation the former received 15 million ringgit for serving as Selangor's economic advisor. Anwar rubbished the allegation as slanderous, false and disparaging against him, as well as made with malice. Anwar also claimed that the allegation painted him as untruthful, unethical, corrupt, and not a good Muslim, among others.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kimelia. Thanks for watching.